These are 5 electric cars that will define 2026 as the most important year in EV history. With 32 new electric vehicle models launching in the United States alone, this isn't just another year of incremental updates. This is the moment when electric vehicles finally mature into something extraordinary. The numbers tell the story. High-end EVs now routinely exceed 400 miles of range, while mainstream models are hitting 300-plus miles to an expectation, with both Tesla Supercharger and Electrify America networks expanding rapidly. Some vehicles can now add 200 miles of range in under 15 minutes thanks to advanced battery chemistry and NACS charging standards. But what makes 2026 truly special isn't just the technology. Automakers have finally figured out how to make electric cars that people actually want to buy. Let's start with the vehicle that continues to set the benchmark for what an electric SUV should be. The Tesla Model Y receives its most significant update since launch with the Juniper refresh for 2026. After years of dominating the compact electric SUV segment against competitors like the Ford Mustang Mach-E and Volkswagen ID.4, Tesla has given their bestseller a complete makeover that brings it in line with the updated Model 3 sedan. The most striking change is the new narrow headlamp design connected by a full-width light bar across the front end. It's a look that's both futuristic and surprisingly elegant. The real story is what Tesla has done inside. The 2026 Model Y gets richer interior materials, significantly more sound deadening, available ventilated front seats, and a rear seat passenger display. These updates address the biggest complaints about previous Model Y interiors, transforming what was once criticized as Spartan into something genuinely premium. Tesla has also introduced a new entry-level standard trim that starts at $41,630, making the Model Y more accessible than ever before. This version features a single 300-horsepower electric motor and delivers 321 miles of range on 18-inch wheels. Yes, you lose some luxury features like ventilated front seats and rear heated seats, but you still get the core Tesla experience at a price that undercuts the Chevrolet Equinox EV and other mainstream competitors. The premium rear-wheel drive model starts at $46,630 and delivers an impressive 357 miles of range, while the all-wheel drive version provides 327 miles. At the top of the lineup, the performance model can blast to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds while still maintaining over 277 miles of range. What continues to set the Model Y apart is Tesla's autopilot system and the extensive supercharger network with NACS charging compatibility. Long road trips that once required careful planning are now almost effortless. The Model Y represents the maturation of Tesla's vision, combining impressive range, quick acceleration, and practical family-friendly space into a package that simply works. Tesla's dominance faces a serious challenge from South Korea. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 just became one of the most compelling electric vehicles on the market, not through fancy new technology, but through something even better, dramatically lower prices. Hyundai has slashed prices across the Ioniq 5 lineup by up to $9,800, with the base SE model now starting at an aggressive $35,000. That makes it one of the most affordable EVs in America, positioned to compete directly with the Chevrolet Equinox EV. This price cut isn't about desperation. It reflects Hyundai's confidence in their product and their commitment to long-term EV strategy. The Ioniq 5 has earned a 9.4 out of 10 overall score from US News, making it the best electric SUV according to their rankings. That's not just impressive for the price point, it's impressive period. The Ioniq 5's secret weapon is Hyundai's eGMP platform with 800-volt architecture, which enables charging speeds up to 350 kilowatts using advanced NCM pouch cell battery chemistry. In real-world testing, the larger 84 kilowatt-hour battery can go from 10 to 80% charge in around 20 minutes at Electrify America stations. Even more impressive, Hyundai claims you can add 68 miles of range in just 5 minutes, and testing has confirmed that claim. This is game-changing technology that makes electric vehicle ownership feel effortless. Range varies depending on configuration, from 245 miles with the standard 63 kilowatt-hour battery to 318 miles with the larger pack and single-motor rear-wheel drive. The dual-motor versions deliver between 259 and 290 miles of range, which is competitive against the Ford Mustang Mach-E and other premium electric SUVs. For those seeking maximum performance, the Ioniq 5N model delivers an astounding 641 horsepower and 568 pound-feet of torque in N-Grin boost mode, launching from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. This isn't just quick for an electric vehicle, it's supercar quick. What makes the Ioniq 5 special isn't just the numbers, though. It's the attention to detail in the interior, the intuitive infotainment system, and the comfortable, quiet ride quality. The contemporary styling makes a statement without being polarizing, and the practical attributes are wrapped in genuine personality. The Ioniq 5 proves that value doesn't have to mean compromise. Speaking of making statements, let's talk about the vehicle that has everyone talking. The Rivian R2 represents a do-or-die moment for the electric truck company. After establishing themselves with the larger and more expensive R1T and R1S, Rivian is betting their future on this midsize SUV that promises to bring their adventure-focused DNA to a broader audience. Starting at around $45,000, the R2 slots perfectly between mainstream EVs and luxury offerings. Production begins in spring 2026 at Rivian's existing facility in Normal, Illinois, with deliveries following shortly after. The decision to build the R2 at their current plant rather than wait for the new Georgia facility shows how crucial this vehicle is to Rivian's survival. The R2 offers 3 powertrain configurations: single-motor rear-wheel drive, dual-motor all-wheel drive, and a tri-motor setup with 2 motors in the rear and 1 in front. While Rivian hasn't released specific power figures, they promise the tri-motor version will hit 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds while still delivering over 300 miles of range. Maximum range is expected to reach 330 miles. Range and performance are just part of the R2's appeal. This is designed as an adventure vehicle, with features that set it apart from conventional SUVs. All 5 seats fold completely flat, creating a sleeping surface for camping trips. The rear window drops into the tailgate, and combined with the fold-flat front seats, you can easily haul a surfboard or other long items. Rivian has addressed practical concerns too. Unlike the R1 models, the R2 features not 1 but 2 glove compartments. There's still a hidden flashlight in the driver's door, maintaining that adventure-ready character. The rearmost side windows angle out for better air circulation during those outdoor adventures. The R2 supports both CCS and Tesla's NACS charging port formats and can charge from 10 to 80% in less than 30 minutes at Tesla supercharger stations. This represents Rivian's new battery architecture, designed for efficiency and rapid charging. Unfortunately, the R2 won't qualify for the $7,500 federal EV tax credit under Inflation Reduction Act rules due to IRS final assembly requirements, which does impact its value proposition. But for buyers seeking an electric vehicle that can handle both daily commuting and weekend adventures, the R2 offers a unique combination of capability and character that no other EV currently matches. Now let's talk about the vehicle that's redefining what's possible in electric luxury. The Lucid Air continues to hold the crown for longest-range electric vehicle available today, with the Grand Touring model achieving an EPA-estimated 512 miles on a single charge. That's not just impressive, it's revolutionary. To put that in perspective, you could drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco and still have over 100 miles of range remaining. This exceptional efficiency comes from Lucid's industry-leading 0.197 drag coefficient, the slipperiest production car ever made. The 2026 Lucid Air lineup starts with the Pure model at $72,400, delivering 430 horsepower and up to 420 miles of range. The Touring trim, priced at $79,900, boosts output to 620 horsepower while maintaining an impressive 406 miles of range. At $114,900, the Grand Touring cranks performance to 819 horsepower and stretches range to that segment-leading 480 miles with 19-inch wheels. At the top sits the Sapphire, commanding $249,000 and transforming the Air into a legitimate super sedan. With 1,234 horsepower in drag strip mode and a claimed 0 to 60 time of just 1.89 seconds, this is among the quickest production cars ever made, regardless of propulsion type. The Air's charging capabilities are equally impressive. Officially rated for 300 kilowatt charging, real-world testing has observed peaks of 343 kilowatts. Under ideal conditions, Lucid claims you can recover 200 miles of range in roughly 12 minutes. That kind of charging speed makes long-distance travel genuinely practical. For 2026, all Lucid Air models gain access to Tesla's supercharger network through NACS charging compatibility, dramatically expanding charging options across the country alongside existing Electrify America access. Every trim now includes a mobile charging cord and features a revised air conditioning compressor that improves cabin cooling while reducing noise. The interior continues to set luxury standards, with materials and build quality that rival traditional luxury sedans. The Lucid Air proves that electric vehicles don't require compromise in any meaningful way. This is simply one of the finest cars money can buy, regardless of how it's powered. Luxury doesn't always mean six-figure price tags, which brings us to our final vehicle. The BMW 9/3 represents a watershed moment for the German luxury brand. Built on BMW's new E-Class platform, this is their first electric-only architecture and their first vehicle with an 800-volt electrical system. Starting at around $60,000, the 9/350 xDrive brings serious German engineering to the premium electric SUV segment. The revolutionary platform enables packaging advantages impossible with converted. The 108 kWh battery pack features new cylindrical lithium-ion cells that are 20% more energy dense than BMW's previous prismatic cells. This efficiency, combined with improved aerodynamics, delivers an estimated 400 miles of range. Charging capabilities are exceptional, with support for up to 400 kW DC fast charging through both CCS and NACS charging ports. BMW claims you can add 175 miles of EPA range in just 10 minutes under ideal conditions at Electrify America or Tesla supercharger stations. That level of charging speed rivals the best in the industry. Performance comes from dual electric motors producing a combined 463 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque. BMW estimates 0 to 60 acceleration in 4.7 seconds, though real-world testing has achieved slightly quicker times. The top speed is electronically limited to 130 miles per hour. The interior showcases BMW's commitment to innovation. The traditional instrument cluster has been replaced by BMW's panoramic iDrive, projecting key driving information onto a darkened section of the windshield from A-pillar to A-pillar. A three-dimensional head-up display provides navigation and driving assistance cues, while a 17.9-inch central display supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's no traditional start button in the 9/3. You simply step on the brake and shift into gear. Details like this demonstrate how thoroughly BMW has rethought the electric driving experience. European demand has been so strong that BMW is adding a second production shift sooner than planned. The 9/3 is already nearly sold out in Europe for the entire year, even before a less expensive xDrive 40 variant arrives in early 2027. What makes 2026 special isn't just these 5 vehicles, but what they represent. The Tesla Model Y proves that the electric vehicle pioneer continues to refine and improve their proven formula. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 demonstrates that incredible value and cutting-edge technology can coexist. The Rivian R2 shows that electric vehicles can embrace adventure and personality. The Lucid Air pushes the absolute boundaries of what's possible with electric propulsion. And the BMW 9/3 brings traditional luxury brands fully into the electric age with no compromises. These vehicles succeed because they don't feel like electric cars with asterisks and explanations. They feel like great cars that happen to be electric. Range anxiety is becoming a thing of the past. Charging infrastructure with NACS standardization is rapidly approaching the convenience of gas stations. Performance has never been better. And in many cases, the total cost of ownership is now lower than comparable gasoline vehicles, especially with Inflation Reduction Act incentives. 2026 marks the moment when electric vehicles stopped being a niche choice for early adopters and became the obvious choice for mainstream buyers. Whether you prioritize value, luxury, adventure, technology, or pure performance, there's now an electric vehicle that doesn't just meet your needs, but exceeds them. The future of transportation isn't coming anymore. It's here, and it's electric.